Welcome to my channel. It's another day and we're going to do more music. I want to talk to you just briefly about a change that I'm making, and I'm implementing it tonight. I did some analysis on my requests in terms of, on a monthly basis, how many I'm getting. And it's been pretty steady, around 300 to 320 a month until this month. And in this past month, I've gotten 697 requests. It just exploded for some reason. If I do 6 a day, I'm going to average about 180 a month. So I can't even keep up with 300, much less 700 a month. I can't, right now I can't think of a way to solve the problem. But one change that I've made that I want to let you know about is that I am now asking AI, specifically Grok, that's what I use for AI, to create a list of reactions for me each day. And I gave him the following criteria. The list must be random. It must have 6 unique artists and 6 unique requesters, and 2 of the requests must be no more than 30 days old. So what that will do is it will shuffle the way that I'm doing requests somewhat. I've been doing them in a linear fashion, and it really bothers me that I can't get to the newer requests more quickly. And so I think by doing it in random order like this, it will help to not necessarily solve that problem, but maybe put a little more mystery into what's going to be reacted to. In other words, in the past, you could go look at my list and you could pretty much figure out which ones I was going to be doing the following day. Now, you're not going to know because it's random, and at least 2 of them are going to be fairly new requests. Now, if you think about it, I had 700 requests just in this last month, and 2 of them is not very many of the 700, but it's something. And so I'm going to try this out and see what I think of it. I have absolute zero interest in not doing every request. So I know that I mentioned last night that one viewer had suggested I put a cap on reactions. Well, there's a couple of problems with that. First of all, there are ways around a cap. If I just say I'm only going to do, X number of requests per person, then all you have to do is change your name. Or leave your name off and make it anonymous. See, it's an interesting idea in theory, but in practice it's not practical. But I don't want to cap requests. I don't want to ignore any requests. I want to do them all. And so I'm just going to keep chugging away doing my 6 a day, and you're going to keep making the list longer and longer and longer. And so I'm just going to have something to do for a long, long time. That's just how simple it is. But at least now there'll be a little bit more variety, if you will, and a little more mystery in terms of what's going to be reacted to today. So just to give you an idea, for today, I had the AI make a list for me, and the ones that he chose, I put the numbers down. This is the number that's in the line on the spreadsheet. So I have quite a few blocks listed there, which pushes the numbers down. But the first one I'm reacting to is number 40. The second one is number 62. The third one is number 74. And then the fourth one is number 102. And the fifth one is number 3503. and the sixth one is number 3376. So that gives you some idea. I'm going to try this for a few days, see what you think of it. If you like it, I'll keep it going. If you prefer me to go back to the old way of doing things, I'll do that. So, without any further ado, my first requested reaction for today is Kitaro. And the name of the piece is Tao, T-A-O, and the requester is Manfred. Good old Manfred. You know, before I get into the video, though, I definitely want to thank every one of you for coming here and for supporting me. And I'm over 35,000 now. I expect I'll be over 36 in a few days. It's just mind-boggling to me. I can't explain it. One thing that tells me is that my problem, if you want to call it that, with being unable to keep up with requests is just going to get worse. But that's okay. I got a long life ahead of me, so I'm not too worried about it. At least this way, there'll be some variety in it. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that's relevant. And I always put the link to the request form because I don't want you to stop requesting things. Yeah, it's still going to take me almost 2 years to take care of every request I have. But there's a chance your request might be one that happens tonight or tomorrow night or the night after that. So hopefully that will keep you engaged and interested. But without any more yapping on my part, let's just go to Kitaro and listen to Kitaro playing Tao. That's the Chinese word for the way. Okay. I just love this man's music. I really do. It's just so peaceful. I pictured myself. Uh, I was in a place where there was a waterfall, not too high, like 20, 30 feet high, draining down into a crystal blue pool of water. And I was surrounded by trees and greenery, and I was just in the water enjoying the peacefulness of it, of being away from civilization, away from everything that causes your mind to just go, you know. That's what his music does for you. I noticed once again he has that underlying theme, boom 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 boom. It's throughout the song. It's like the skeleton of the music, and then he builds on top of that with all these soaring sounds. And I've wondered this for a while. I haven't said it until now. I guess the whooshing sound is from the synthesizer. I guess he seems to like to use that a lot, and it's oddly comforting. I don't know why that is, but it's for me it's oddly comforting, that whooshing that shows up usually midway through or towards the end of his music. Just overall, his music is so calming and so peaceful that you can't help but be blessed when you listen to it. You could put that in a room full of people, and I guarantee you that usually when you're in a room full of people, there's just like a din, of noise, of people talking. And I guarantee if you played this music over the loudspeaker, that it would get quieter in the room and less people would be talking because their minds would be relaxing. It's amazing. It really is amazing. He's just such a talented and tremendous artist, and I always enjoy listening to his music. I don't know how many I've done now. Probably 20 or 30, I don't know. But I haven't heard one yet that I didn't find really comforting. So, thank you, Manfred, once again for asking for Kitaro. I do appreciate that you make those requests, because nobody else does, I don't think. As for the rest of you, all the viewers that are on my channel watching now, I just pray that God will bless you, that He'll bless you in a way that you were not expecting and that you don't know what to do with. And so you just have to sit back and go, oh, what's happening? I'm being so blessed. Kind of like the way I feel about my channel. I'd like you to feel that way as well. And everybody that you love. So I pray for them too. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.